Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today sit a while, for we are playing some more Franchise Hockey Manager 6 as part of the Ottawa Senators. It smells like playoffs, and it smells like a first place in the East again, so it's up to the Ottawa Senators to not disappoint again. So we have 6 games before the playoffs start, and I really hope that we are going to make some noise this year. You cannot always finish at the top and keep failing, so definitely we want to see some playoff success this year. So I'm going to get into it right now. There's, it's past the trade deadline, so I cannot trade or anything like that. So we still have 2 injuries. Matt Cullen is still hurt for a couple weeks, and Joe Thornton still hurt for a couple months. So Cullen should be back right in time for the playoffs. Thornton might come back if we make it deep, which I hope is what's going to happen. So despite in 2020, it looks like we are not going to be getting any NHL playoffs. I am bringing you some playoffs back from 2002 that are not exactly accurate to what happened in real life either. But it's going to be playoff hockey, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's get going. Alright, so first we're going to see how much Rod Brydon likes me. Let's see. Strong night from Matt Sundin, who had 3 goals and an assist. Pretty good game for Sundin. Played against Nashville. And he is a 3.5 star player, 31. So still pretty good player. Russ Courtnall has played in 1,250 games in his career. Didn't get a point in that one. So Russ Courtnall is now in Columbus. 37 and a star and a half talent. Rod Brydon is very happy because I went 11-1-3 last month. That's pretty cool. We only lost 1 game, and wasn't it against like Atlanta or something like that we lost? I do not remember who we lost against. I mean, it's not that crucial, but now I'm curious. No, it was against the Islanders. Yeah, that's true. We are unable to win against the Islanders this season. They keep beating us. Alright, so we are going to be facing the Hurricanes right now. So Carolina is 3rd in the East because they are at top of their division, even though they are only playing for 500, so they are 35 and 5 for 75 points. Lots of 5s in there. We have beat them 3 times this year, so we're 3-0 against them, and hopefully we can keep it a perfect record. Alright, so Sean Burke is going to be in net for Carolina. We're going to go with Mike Dunham for that one. And we won 2-1, so another win for the Sens, who are also first in the league, must I mention again. I don't like to brag or anything, but it does feel good to be at the top after, having so many years where we really weren't all that great. We doubled them on shots, 40-20. Ladislav Nagy, recalled not too long ago, got a goal and an assist. He's the first star. Sean Burke, second star despite the loss. He had 38 saves. And Craig Adams for Carolina is the 3rd star with a goal. So 14,051 people in attendance. Nobody scored in the first period. Then Ladislav Nagy scored his second in the second period, assisted by Mike Fisher. And then Daniel Alfredson scored his 25th on the power play from Shara and Nagy. It was 2-0 Sens after 2. And then Craig Adams scored his goal in the 3rd period with 3:48 left to go in the game. But that ended there. They couldn't come back and tie it. So 2-1 is the final score. Oh, Darcy Warenka is available. Not picking him up. Nolan Baumgartner is back from suspension in Vancouver, so back in the lineup for him. All right. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye here on the standings. If things were to start right now, it looks like we would face the New Jersey Devils. But like, it looks like Tampa Bay, Boston, Buffalo, Montreal are all possible or potential face-offs in the first round as well. So we'll see. Alright, so Jeff Shantz, Brad Smith, and Andrei Nikolishin are all available. Alright, so Jeff Shantz, no. Brad Smith, no. And Nikolishin is only a star player anymore. Didn't quite develop. He was an okay player in real life. I don't know that I would put him like much more than a star and a half, though. Maybe 2 stars. That's going to hurt the Hurricanes, who are probably going to be in the playoffs unless like Tampa Bay passes them, because there's only one team from that division that it looks like is going to be in the playoffs. But anyway, Chris Pronger is hurt for 8 months. Ruptured medial collateral ligament. Chris Chelios got his 750th assist in his career. He had an assist against Nashville. Nice little milestone. There was no stopping Matt Sundin. Another great game for him. He had another hat trick, 3 goals against Atlanta. Wow. Christian Backman in St. Louis is suspended. He's going to miss 2 games. Jaromir Jagr extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal and 2 assists against Florida. Alright, and we are playing tomorrow in Washington. Mark Recchi extends his point streak to 12 games with a goal against Montreal. Mark Recchi not playing for Montreal. He's still in Philadelphia because that trade never happened. Pittsburgh, Sorovi suspended. So Thomas Sorovi was suspended. He's going to miss 7 games. And Mario Lemieux in that same game got suspended as well. He's going to miss 4 games. Wow. Mario Lemieux got upset. Mario Lemieux could have a little bit of a temper. Not that much, but a little bit. Alright, so we are going to be playing in Washington against the Capitals. Washington, once again, have absolutely no hope for the playoffs. They are 13th in the East with a 27-43-7 record. We are 2-1 against Washington this year. And we're going to send Ryan Miller in net for that one. And they're going to go with Olaf Kolzig. And we won 3-2. We obliterated them in shots, 55-15. Marian Osa was the first star of that game. He had a goal and an assist. Jason Marshall was the second star with a goal, and Pavel Datsyuk was the second star with 2 assists. So Washington opened up the scoring in the first, and it was 1-0 Washington after 1. And then they actually took a 2-0 lead in the game 7 minutes into the second period. But Marian Osa scored with 5 seconds left to go in the second period, assisted by Bill Guerin and Pavel Datsyuk. It was 2-1 Washington after 2. Then in the third, Yashin tied the game, assisted by Suri and Eliash, and then Bill Guerin scored the game winner from Datsyuk and Marian Osa. 3-2 is our final score, so we showed some character there by coming back and winning. That's not good. Yashin injured day to day. Yeah, I hope it's not for too long. The playoffs are coming. I need my players to be healthy. Yes, I know he's hurt, but I'm not... Oh, I didn't check this here. 1 to 2 weeks. Alright, I'm putting you on injured. That's not good. I have really good players hurt right before the playoffs. No, I don't wanna. Do I recall Chris Kelly, 31, 18, 26, 21? Or maybe German Titov. Let's get Chris Kelly up. He's no Alexei Yashin, that's for sure. Alright, Yashin, you need to come to me, come back to me soon. Matt Sundin extends his goal streak to 5 games with 2 goals. Wow, one short of another hat trick. That would have been like 3 games in a row with a hat trick for Matt Sundin. So he had 2 goals against Dallas this time. Alright, so we are about to play a home and home against Montreal. You all know how I feel about that. Vinny Prospal has a strong game. So he had a hat-trick 3 goals against Columbus. So Prospal plays for Montreal in my universe. Good game for Radek Bonk. Ooh, Radek Bonk is declining. He's only a 1-star player anymore. He still got a 4-assist game against Calgary. Wow. Maybe I was right to just let him go, huh? Chris O'Sullivan has a strong game. In that same game, he had a hat-trick 3 goals. Wow. Mark Ricky's point streak ended at 12 games. He was held scoreless against Pittsburgh. And Ray Shepard has produced 400 goals in his career with a goal and an assist against San Jose. Still playing in Detroit. He's only a 1-star player anymore. Probably near the end of his career at this point. Alright, so we are playing at home against Montreal. Montreal is 6th in the East with a 37, 33, and 8 record. And we are 2-1 against them this year. Alright, so Dwayne Roloson is going to be in net for Montreal. We're going with Mike Dunham. And it's a win, 4-2 for the Suns. Great, Alfredson got injured in that game. Man, like we're right before the playoffs and it's like, oh, I feel like I'm made out of crystal all of a sudden. Alright, we outshot Montreal 33-24. Patrick Elias was the first star of this game with a goal and an assist. PJ Axelsson of Montreal was the second star with an assist. And Pavel Datsyuk was the third star with a goal and an assist. 14,744 people in attendance. So there was no scoring in the first period. And then Patrick Elias opened up the scoring in the second from Pavel Datsyuk. Then Montreal tied it up, but Zdeno Chara scored short-handed. After that, assisted by Dackel and Arvidsson, made it 2-1 Sens after 2. And then Michael Ryder scored on the power play to tie the game up in the third, but about 2 minutes later, Marian Osa scored from Sheldon Surrey and Martin Havlat. That would be the game winner. And then Datsyuk added some a little bit later from Daniel Alfredson and Patrick Elias. And 4-2 is our final score. Alright, so Alfredson day-to-day with a bruised cheekbone. 5 days. I hope you can play with that. No? I'm not recalling anybody. You figure it out. Go rub some dirt on it. That's what I had to do when I was a kid. Oh, you have a broken arm? Just rub some dirt on it. Alright, Sean Burke has now played in 800 games in his career. 35 years old. Still a 2.5-star goaltender. Still pretty good. Matt Sundin extends his goal streak to 6 games with a goal against St. Louis. So Matt Sundin is heading into the playoffs on a really hot streak. That's good for Colorado, I guess. Christian Backman is back from suspension. Alright. Alright, Matt Cullen ready for contact. Okay, sure. Come back, buddy. Alright, and now we are playing in Montreal. So, of course, now Montreal is 37, 34, and 8. And we are playing against them in Montreal. Ryan Miller is going to be in net for us. He's going to face Patrick Roy. Ooh. And we won 7-3. Take that, Patrick Roy. You're getting older. So we outshot Montreal 36-17. Pavel Datsyuk was the first star of the game with 2 goals and 3 assists. That's pretty good. Patrick Elias was the second star with 4 assists, and Zdeno Chara was the third star with 2 goals. So Pavel Datsyuk opened up the scoring in the first period from Elias and Marian Hossa. And then we scored 5 unanswered goals in the second period. So Chara is 15th from Pavel Datsyuk, and then Datsyuk on the power play from McCabe and Patrick Elias, and then Chara shorthanded from Patrick Elias, and then Derek Morris from Pavel Datsyuk, and then Magnus Arvidsson from Sami Salo. It was 6-0 after 2. Then Montreal scored twice, made it 6-2, and then Bill Guerin scored on the power play from Datsyuk and Elias, made it 7-2. Vincent D'Anfous would scored on the power play shortly after, made it 7-3, but that was too little, too late, and the Sens won this one. Good night for Patrick Elias, who had 4 assists against Montreal, as we just saw. Good little game. Good little game. Daniel Sedin extends his goal streak to 5. So he had a goal against Colorado. Alright, Matt Cullen might be playing soon. That's good news. Open ice leads to a productive night for Henrik Zetterberg, who had a goal and 4 assists against Chicago. 3-star player, even though he's only 21. Alright, we are now playing against the Boston Bruins at home. Boston turned things around a little bit. If we remember, earlier in the season they had a losing record, and now they are 35, 34, and 11. Good for 9th in the East. So they are battling with a bunch of other teams for a playoff spot. So they need this win. They only have 2 games left, one of them being against us. That won't be easy for them. Although we do have a bunch of injuries, and if they're desperate enough, they're going to find a way to win. So Yevgeny Nabokov is in net for Boston, and Mike Dunham in net for the Ottawa Senators. And it's a 3-3 tie, so it doesn't really matter for me because we're going to finish first in the East regardless, but Boston need every point they can muster. We outshot Boston 46-31 in that one. Marian Hossa was the first star of the game with a goal and an assist. Mark Mowers for Boston was the second star with a goal, and Zdeno Chara, third star with an assist. We had only 12,361 people in attendance. Boston scored first, and then about 9 minutes later, Sheldon Souris scored his 15th from Chara and Sillinger, made it 1-1. Then Boston scored again, so it was 2-1 Boston after one. Then we scored twice in the second, so Hossa scored from Pavel Datsyuk, and then Andreas Dackl scored his 10th from Marian Hossa and Magnus Arvidsson. It was 3-2 Sens. Then Mike Ritchie scored, tied it at 3. Nobody would score in the third or in the overtime period, and 3-3 was our final score. Pavel Bure extends his point streak to 12 games with an assist against the Kings. Daniel Sedin extends his goal streak to 6 with a goal against the Kings. All right. Matt Cullen about to come back. Daniel Alfredson about to come back. I like that. You guys need to come back in time for the playoffs. We need ya. Both of ya. All right, and next game is tomorrow. It's going to be the final game of this season for us, and we are going to be playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs at home. So let's look at the standings before we, well, let's look at the emails first. Alright, so Luke Richardson is suspended in Edmonton. He's going to miss 4 games. And Edmonton appears to be going to the playoffs, so that's going to hurt them. They might be changing coaches in Carolina. Ted Nolan might lose his job. John LeClaire has recorded 300 goals in his career, with 2 goals against New Jersey. Teemu Selanne extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal and an assist against the Wild. Mario Lemieux is back from suspension. A night to remember for Brad Richards, who had a hat-trick 3 goals against the Islanders. Alright, Matt Connon's ready to come back. Gonna be in here. There you go. And I am going to send some... what happened to Sheldon Surrey? He's just day-to-day with a bruised shoulder. Okay. I'm gonna send back Chris Kelly down. Alright. So let's take a look at the standings here, shall we? So, oh, that's interesting. So Toronto cannot make the playoffs. So even if they beat us, it's not going to be good enough for them. Now, Buffalo could squeeze in, and right now we would be facing Boston. We might end up facing Montreal. We cannot face, so we're going to face either Montreal, Boston, or Buffalo. It's going to be one of those 3 teams that we are going to face in the first round. It's, yeah. I hope it's not Montreal. I don't want for them to get rid of me again and that I have to feel the shame. Alright, so last game of this season, we are hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are sending Steve Shields in. We are going with Ryan Metter, and let's see what we have in store for the last game of the season. A 4-3 win. We are ready for the playoffs. So we outshot them 55-25. Pavel Datsyuk was the first star with a goal and 2 assists. Wendell Clark for Toronto was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Marian Hossa, third star, 2 assists. Only 12,618 people in attendance. Brian McCabe opened the scoring in the first from Derek Morris and Pavel Datsyuk, and then Datsyuk scored from Elias and Marian Hossa. It was 2-0 Sens at that point. Then Toronto scored, made it 2-1. Then they scored in the second to tie the game at 2, but then Patrick Elias scored, assisted by Hossa and Pavel Datsyuk, made it 3-2. Then Wendell Clark tied the game, made it possible for Toronto to win the game by tying it up. But with 1 minute and 41 seconds left to go in the third period, Bill Guerin scored his 30th from Mike Sillinger and Magnus Arvidsson, 4-3 Sens. That's the final score. Jaromir Jagr extends his goal streak to 5 games with 2 goals and 3 assists against Boston. Well, he's ready for the playoffs. Pavel Bure extends his point streak to 13 games with a goal and 2 assists against the Calgary Flames. Daniel Sedin, in that same game, extended his point streak to 12 games with an assist. Shane Corson is back from suspension in Buffalo. Oh, Joe Nieuwendyk, former Ottawa Senator Joe Nieuwendyk, had a good night. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals against Washington. What kind of a season did you have there, Joe? Ooh, yeah. 44 points in 82 games total. You only had 25 points in 56 games after I traded you. Might not have been a bad trade for me after all. Alright. And Yashin's about to come back. Good, we need him. Right, so the regular season is not completely over. Let's advance one more time, and now I think it's gonna be over. Teemu Selanne extends his goal streak to 6 games with a goal against Nashville. Alright, so it looks like... Yep, looks like we are going to be facing the Boston Bruins in the first round of the playoffs after all. So that 1 point that they got against us in that tie might have been the difference. I don't know what the tiebreaker was with them against Buffalo, but Buffalo finished with 81 points and Boston with 82. So, yeah. I don't think we have the playoff threes just yet. No, I'll wait until we have them to look. It's easier to look that way. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yashin got hurt, so he didn't get 100 points. He needed, like, what, 11, I think? Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Alright. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at that. So the nominees for the art are Jaromir Jagr, Nick Lidstrom, and Teemu Selanne. For the Vizina, we have Chris Osgood, Ed Belfour, and Martin Brodeur. For the Norris, we have... Oh, wow, we have 2 nominees. So Nick Lidstrom, of course. And he had 86 points, so he's probably going to get the Norris. And then Sheldon Surrey of us with 54 points. And Zdeno Chara with 43 points. Yeah, I think Nick Lidstrom has that one in his back pocket already. The Calder is going to be between Brian Campbell in Buffalo, Ilya Kovalchuk in Atlanta, and Ryan Miller with the Ottawa Senators. So Brian Campbell got 46 points. That's pretty good. Kovalchuk got 56 points. That's pretty good. Ryan Miller had a pretty good first season, but did he play enough games? I don't know. GM of the Year. Dave Taylor in Columbus, Jeff Gorton in Minnesota, and Russ Farwell in Philadelphia. Wow, those are not the names we're used to see for that one. The Selkie is going to be between Dallas Drake, John Madden, and Stefan Yell. Lady Bing between Joe Sakic, Nick Lidstrom, and Ray Shepard. The Mark Messier Leadership Award goes to either Luke Robitaille, Mark Recchi, or Teemu Selanne. The Ted Lindsay goes to either Jaromir Jagr, Nick Lidstrom, and Teemu Selanne. Jack Adams is either Alain Vigneault, Randy Carlyle, or Tom Renney. Good, Alfredson's ready, and Yashin's ready. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, I have to wait 2 more days. So Joe Thornton is going to be my... And Sheldon Surrey is day-to-day. Those are my 2 last... injuries that I have to deal with. Okay, and I don't play. I'm gonna have Yashin. That's good. Let's take a look at the playoff trees. So, in the East, Boston against Ottawa, Montreal against Pittsburgh, New Jersey against Tampa Bay, and the New York Islanders against the Flyers. And in the West, we have the Mighty Ducks against the Red Wings, the Coyotes against the Avalanche, the Canucks against the Stars, and the Oilers against the Columbus Blue Jacket, who surprised everybody with a great season. Alright, so I need to forward 1 more day. Alright. I'm pretty excited. I really hope I'm going to do good this time. I have years of underperforming under my belt. I'm ready to move on to the next step here. First things first, let's get our friend Alexei Yashin back in the lineup. And then let's send down David Viborny. Alright, we are ready. Bring the Bruins. All right, so we went 2-1-2 against Boston this year, and since I'm playing them in the playoffs, let's take a look at their lineup real quick. So they do have Mariusz Czerkawski injured, so he's not going to be playing, at least not at the start. So Nabokov and Vokun in net, that's pretty solid. Mark Posmick, Yanni Lakanen, Brian Allen, Sandis Ozange, Don Sweeney, Brandon Smith, Craig Rivet, Jonathan Girard, David Tanabe, Stumpel, Donato, Cron, Claude Lapointe, Holden, Primo, Ricci, McCauley, Jokinen, Nico Dimitrakos, Glenn Murray, and Mark Mowers. Alright, so they are not terrible, but they are quite average in everything. That's going to be interesting. Alright, first game of the first round against the Boston Bruins. We play at home, of course. So they're going with Yevgeny Nabokov, and we are going with the rookie, Ryan Miller. Why not? He had a great season. So let's get those playoffs started. First game is a 7-3 win for the Ottawa Senators. Pretty good. We outshot Boston 42-24. Brian McCabe was the first star of that game. He had 3 assists. Mike Sillinger, second star, 2 assists. And Pavel Datsyuk was the third star with a goal and an assist. 16,430 people in attendance. Still not even at full capacity. Incredible season. Playoffs. Lots of star players. But people don't come and see me because I lost a lot of games 8 years ago. Alright, Marianosa scored the first goal of the game from Eliash and McCabe, and then Matt Cullen. Welcome back to the lineup, Matt, from Martin Avlat and Andreas Dackel. Then Boston showed that they had some fight into them. They tied the game back up to 2, but before the end of the period, Magnus Arvidsson scored from Brian McCabe, and Mike Sillinger made it 3-2 Sens. Then Boston tied it up in the second period, made it 3-3. I was panicking, probably. I was like, no, but the Sens scored 4 unanswered in the third. Marianosa scored on the power play from Patrick Eliash and Brian McCabe. Then Yashin scored on the power play unassisted. Datsyuk from Avlid and Sillinger, and then Andreas Dackel from Pavel Datsyuk. 7-3 is your final score. Oh, yeah. And Tommy Salo is hurt, and he's going to miss 7 weeks. That's not good. And Zdeno Chara is hurt as well. Why not? Although he's only expected to miss 3 days. Okay, so I don't have a choice. I have to put Sami Salo on injured reserve. He's gone for too long. And we are going to recall Karel Rakunek again. It's your time to shine, buddy. Come in and perform in the playoffs. No pressure. Strong night for Oleg Petrov, who plays in Detroit. He had a hat-trick against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks in their first round matchup. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Alright, so Dallas shut out Vancouver, so they're up 1-0. Phoenix is up 1-0, and Edmonton up 1-0 against Columbus. Detroit is up on Anaheim. Islanders up on the Flyers. We're up on Boston. New Jersey up on Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh is up on Montreal. Alright, and now we are playing again against the Bruins. And Karel Rakunek is going to play in this game. Alright, so Nabokov against Ryan Miller again. And we won 5-1, so they're coming after our players, trying to injure them, but we just win games. Oh, You don't want a performance like that in the playoffs if you are the Boston Bruins. We outshot them 51-8. 8 shots on goal in a playoff game. That's not good enough. So Yashin was the first star with 2 goals and an assist. Dackel was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Matt Cullen, a goal and an assist, is the third star. 14,975 people in attendance. Alright, so Yashin scored from Derek Morris. And then Boston tied it up. And after that, it was all us. Dackel scored in the second period from Matt Cullen and Chris Neal. Made it 2-1. Then in the third, Daniel Alfredson scored from Eliash and Yashin. Then Matt Cullen from Andreas Dackel and Zdeno Chara. And then Alexei Yashin from Brian McCabe. 5-1 the final score. And I didn't get any injuries this time. Thomas Sorovi back from suspension in Pittsburgh. Jerome McGinley had a great game. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals. Alright, so Dallas won 4-2 and are up to nothing. Colorado tied the series. They won. Edmonton took a 2-0 lead in their series by shutting Columbus down. Anaheim tied their series with Detroit. Philadelphia won. We won. Tampa Bay won. And Pittsburgh won. Pittsburgh up 2-0 on Montreal. Alright, the series moves to Boston. Still Ryan Miller and Yevgeny Nabokov in net. Oh, we lost that one 4-2. So Boston is back in that series. Made it a 2-1 series. We outshot them 40-32. Josh Olden was the first star of the game with a goal and an assist. Alexei Yashin was the second star with a goal. And Yevgeny Nabokov had 38 saves and the third star. So Alexei Yashin opened up the scoring on the power play unassisted. It was 1-0 for the Sens. And then Boston scored twice, so took a 2-1 lead into the first, 3-1 lead into the second, and then Sheldon Souris scored from Magnus Arvidsson and Mike Sillinger. It was 3-2 Boston at that point, and they scored again in the third period, and 4-2 was the final score. Alright, Luke Richardson is back from suspension in Edmonton. Alright, and we are playing in Boston again. I forgot to check the other scores. I apologize deeply. Let's take a look at the threes. Alright, so Detroit is up 2-1, Phoenix up 2-1, Dallas up 3-0, Edmonton up 3-0. And then all of the series in the East are 2-1. Alright, playing in Boston again. Ryan Miller in net for us. Evgeny Nabokov in net for Boston. We need a win. And we won 7-3. There you go. We outshot them 32-25. Patrick Eliash was the first star with 2 goals and an assist. Daniel Alfredson, the second star with 2 assists. And Alexei Yashin, the third star with a goal and an assist. Alright, so we took a 4-0 lead into the first. So Patrick Eliash scored from Alfredson and Yashin. Then Avlid from Mike Fisher and Mike Sillinger. Then Patrick Eliash on the power play from Daniel Alfredson and Marian Hossa. And then Derek Morris from Brian McCabe and Patrick Eliash. Keith Primo scored on the power play with 20 seconds to go in the first period. So it was 4-1 Sens after 1. Then Chara scored from Datsuk and Surrey, made it 5-1. Boston scored, made it 5-2. It was 5-2 after 2. And then Boston scored again, made it 5-3, and gave some hope. It was 28 seconds in, so they were only down 2 goals. But almost at the halfway mark of the third, Mike Fisher scored from Karel Rakunek and Magnus Arvidsson, and then Alexei Yashin scored from Brian McCabe, made it 7-3, and that's our final score, and we are up 3-1. Good game for Mathieu Schneider in Montreal. He had 4 assists. So they have tied their series at 2. Alright, so Shar and Surrey are not hurt anymore. That's good. That's definitely what we want to see. Oh, now Nick Avlid is hurt. Great. Alright, so now we are moving the series at home against Boston, and I forgot to check the other games again. I am getting bad at this. It was easy when I wasn't part of the playoffs because I only had to focus on that, but now I have to focus on me, obviously. Not because I'm that selfish, but, you know, that series is about the Ottawa Senators mostly, so... Now, let's see... Oh, Dallas has eliminated Vancouver. So, all right. So Dallas and Edmonton swept their series. So let's keep going. Go Sens, go! Ryan Miller. Oh, they're sending Tomas Vokun now because Evgeny Nabokov keeps getting pulled apparently. And we lost 3-2, so we're up 3-2 in the series. So this game is this series might go 7 games. All right, so we outshot them 29-27. Sandis Ozolin was the first star of the game. He had an assist. Zdeno Chara was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Mike Ritchie was the third star with an assist. 15,117 people in attendance. Boston opened up the scoring in the first. And then Zdeno Chara scored from Martin Avlat and Matt Cullen, and then Andreas Dackel from Zdeno Chara. It was 2-1 Sens after 1, but Boston scored twice in the second period, and that score would hold 3-2, the final score. So Boston refuses to die. All right. So now we're moving back to Boston. Yep. Ryan Miller, Tomas Vokun in net. And we won 3-0, so we are moving on to the second round. 3-0 the final score. Alexei Yashin was the first star with a goal and an assist. Zdeno Chara was the second star with a goal, and Patrick Elias third star with a goal as well. We outshot them 41-23 in that shutout. No scoring in the first, then Zdeno Chara scored from Mike Fisher, and then it was 1-0 Sens after 2. And in the third period, Patrick Elias scored from Derek Morris and Alexei Yashin, and then Alexei Yashin scored, made it 3-0. That's our final score. No one could stop Alexei Zamnov, who had 3 goals and an assist. That's pretty good. Oh, Joe Thornton is ready to hit the ice again. Oh, looks like we're going to be facing New Jersey in the second round. Oh, that might be tough. We might be facing another great goaltender like we did last year, wherein Patrick Roy took care of us. So this time it could be Martin Brodeur. So we are facing the Devils in the second round, and then the Islanders are facing the Penguins. And then in the West, it's going to be Phoenix against Detroit and Edmonton against Dallas. Alright, so Avlin might be back. Oh, I have to select a nominee for Hall of Fame. Yeah, let's give it to Kevin Lowe, I guess. I probably won't even vote for him. I just had to pick a name. Alright, so we are going to be playing against the Devils. So let's take a look at their Lineup here. So Scott Gomez is out, Alexander Mogilny is out, and John Madden is out. Well, that might help us. Yeah, that D has a couple holes, but also has a couple really good players. So not too sure. And then they have a pretty good set of forwards. So Brian Gionta, Scott Walker, Steve Sullivan, Pat LaFontaine, Joe Nieuwendyk. Oh, that's true. So Joe Nieuwendyk, is he going to come and haunt his former team that traded him? They have a good team. The D has a, pass, Niedermeyer and Rafalski and Scott Stevens. It's a little more difficult for them over there. And we went 1-3 against New Jersey this year. We didn't face off against them very well, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to beat them. Alright, so Martin Brodeur in net, of course, and Ryan Miller in net for us. Go, Sens, go. Oh, 3-2 overtime win to start the series, so that's good. We outshot them 57-25. Alexei Yashin was the first star. He had a goal and an assist. Steve Sullivan was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Patrick Elias, whom I acquired from the Devils earlier this year, third star with a goal and an assist as well. 18,652 people in attendance. That's almost getting there. We're almost doing it. Alright, so Patrick Elias opened up the scoring on the power play in the first period from Yashin and Brian McCabe, and then look who scores his first goal of the playoffs right after. Joe Nieuwendyk tied the game up. It was tied at 1 after 1. Sheldon Souris scored in the second period from Shara and Datsuk. It was 2-1 Sens after 2. Then New Jersey scored midway into the third period, tied at 2, and then the hero in overtime, Alexei Yashin from Patrick Elias and Pavel Datsuk, 4:29 into the first period of overtime. And we won. And I don't like that there's a message there that probably means that I have an injury. Yep. Alright, so Alfredson is hurt with a bruised kneecap that's going to take 3 weeks to heal. I don't like that. My players are all falling apart right before the playoffs and in the playoffs. Yeah, I think I'm getting Sushinsky up. He's the most talented forward. I don't know that he's going to play, but he's the most talented of those to score goals, which is what Daniel Alfredson does. Well, provide offense in general, I should say. Coach reports on new players. Yay. 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 All right, Sushinsky wants a number. All right. You can take number 16 and be happy with it. You're about to play in the playoffs, so I see you be upset about the number you're getting. Alright, so Edmonton won their first game against Dallas. Detroit won against Phoenix. We won. And Islanders won against Pittsburgh. Oh, I hope the Islanders don't move past Pittsburgh in case we win against New Jersey. We didn't face off really good against the Islanders either. Alright. That. Alright. Playing at home against New Jersey again. Brother in net for New Jersey. Ryan Miller in net for us. It's going to be a great game. That we won 5-1. Woohoo! Up to nothing. So we outshot New Jersey 48-30. Sheldon Souris was the first star with a goal and 2 assists. Bill Guerin was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Matt Cullen, third star with a goal and an assist as well. 20,220 people in attendance. Now we're talking. Now we're getting there. Matt Cullen scored in the first from Andreas Dackel and Sheldon Souris. It was 1-0 after 1. Then Look who scored again. Joe Nieuwendyk tied the game up at 1, but Bill Guerin scored 3 minutes later from Alexei Yashin and Sheldon Surrey. It was 2-1 Sens after 2. Then in the third period, Sheldon Surrey scored from Bill Guerin and Marian Hossa, Brian McCabe from Dackel and Cotton, and Martin Avlat from Patrick Elias and Karel Rakunek. 5-1 Sens, the final score. Alright, so our series is going to move to New Jersey. Now let's see, Dallas won against Edmonton, Detroit won against Phoenix, and Pittsburgh won against the Islanders. Alright, we are playing the Devils in New Jersey. Miller and Brother in net again. And it's a 4-2 win for the Sens, up 3-0 now in the series. We outshot them 55-23. Patrick Elias, first star with a goal and an assist. Scott Walker for New Jersey, the second star with 2 assists. And Alexei Yashin, third star with a goal and an assist. Andreas Dackel opened up the scoring in the first from Datsuk and Avlid. Then Scott Stevens tied the game up, but before the end of the period, freshly recalled Maxim Sushinsky scored a goal, assisted by Mike Fisher. It was 2-1 after 1. Then in the second period, Patrick Elias scored from Yashin and Sheldon Surrey. It was 3-1. Then Darren Quint scored for New Jersey, made it 3-2. In the third, Alexei Yashin scored on the power play from Patrick Elias, made it 4-2. That was the final score. We are up 3-0. I am somewhat confident. Edmonton won, Detroit won, and Pittsburgh won. Alright, game 4 of the series, still in New Jersey. Let's see if we can sweep them. No, we lost 2-1. Alright, let's see, we outshot them 43-21. Darren Quint was the first star of the game with an assist. Sheldon Surrey was the second star with a goal, and Martin Brother got 42 saves, the third star, and the win. Sheldon Surrey opened up the scoring in the first from Marian Hossa and Patrick Elias. It was 1-0 Sens after 1. Nobody scored in the second, and we were feeling pretty good about ourselves. But New Jersey scored twice in the third, made it a 2-1 game that we could not come back into. So now we are back at home for game 5 against those same Devils. Are we going to be able to finish them off now? We weren't. Now Martin Brothers turning that series around. Now we're up 3-2. We outshot them 56-17 and we couldn't win. Tony Amonte was the first star of the game. He had a goal. Karel Rakunek, the second star with an assist. And Martin Brodeur, the third star with 55 saves. We had 19,393 people in attendance. Once again, we opened up the scoring in the first. Yashin scored from Hossa and Karel Rakunek. Then Scott Niedermayer tied the game up in the second period. And Tony Amonte scored the game winner in the third. It's 3-2 in the series now. All right. Playing in New Jersey. It would be great to finish this off. I don't want to get nervous. We lost 4-1. All right. So, let's see. We outshot them 34-27. Brian Rolston was the first star of the game with a goal and 2 assists. Martin Brodeur was the second star with 33 saves, and Brian Giunta third star with 2 goals. So New Jersey took the lead in the first. It was 1-0. Then after 2, it was 3-0 New Jersey. They took a 4-0 lead. Then Bill Guerin scored from Marianosa and Martin Avlat with 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the game. It was too little, too late. Again, we couldn't beat Brother. So last year, Marianosa is suspended for 2 games. Great. So last season we were unable to beat Patrick Roy, and looks like Martin Brodeur might do the same thing to us here, unless we pull it together in Game 7. Oh god, and now I have another injury here. Who is it? Magnus Arvidsson is hurt now. 1 to 2 weeks. He hurt himself doing whatever because that wasn't in game. We have a curse. Yeah, let's bring the veteran German Titov. Alright, well, Game 7. What do the other trees look like? I completely... Oh, the Red Wings swept the Phoenix Coyotes. Edmonton won their series 4-2 against Dallas. Pittsburgh won, so 4-1 against the Islanders. So it's going to be Detroit and Edmonton in the Western Conference Final, and it's going to be Pittsburgh against the winner of the next game. Now, I know that I said in the past that if I were to reach a Game 7, I might do the play game or something like that, but this video has already been an hour long, or just thereabouts. We're at the 57-minute mark. It's already pretty long. I think I'm just going to sim it. I apologize. I am usually a man of my word, but yeah, hour-long videos are pretty long already as it is, so I'm sorry. Alright, go Sens go. Oh, we won 3-1, dear God, that was scary. Alright, we outshot them 46-25. Patrick Eliash was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Scott Niedermayer was the second star with an assist. And Nick Avlid, third star with an assist. We had 18,375 people in attendance for a Game 7 of the playoffs. Yeah, we're missing a couple thousands here. So New Jersey scored first, and I'm sure it was quiet in there after that, but Patrick Eliash scored on the power play from Sheldon Surrey and Alexei Yashin. It was tied at 1 after 1. Then German Titov, that I just recalled to replace Magnus Arvidsson, scored from Nicholas Avlid and Matt Cullen. And then Derek Morris from Patrick Eliash, 3-1 after 2, and that was the end of that game. Alright, Joe Thornton ready for more drills, and German Titov needs a number. You are not getting number 13, you're going to get incensed. So I'm going to give you here, number 99, Wayne Gretzky. Ha, he's fine with it. There you go. Alright. So we are playing Pittsburgh, eh? I said A, like English-speaking Canadians. French-speaking Canadians like me don't say A. We don't say that. Alright, so Thornton is really about to come back, which is great. Now we're playing Pittsburgh. We swept them in the regular season matchup 4-0. Take a look at their lineup real quick. No injuries. So... oof, that goaltending is a little scary for them. Trevor Kidd and that Dan Blackburn in net, they are both alpha star players. And then the rest is, you know, Lemieux, Francis, Jagger, Sean McEachern. Alright, so they're pretty good. It's not going to be easy. Trevor Kidd in net for Pittsburgh. We're going with Ryan Miller. And we won 2-0. Woohoo! 43-26, the shot on goal. Ryan Metter, the first star with the shutout, 26 saves. Trevor Kidd, despite the loss, gets the second star with 41 saves. And Andrew Ference for Pittsburgh, third star, despite not getting any points. Nicholas Avlid scored in the first from Guerin and Yashin. And it was 1-0 for all that time, until Alexei Yashin scored with 20 seconds left to go in the third period in an empty net, his 10th of the playoffs, from Derek Morris and Brian McCabe. 2-0 is your final score, and Marian Osa is back from suspension. Thank you. Oh, now Bill Guerin is hurt. Why not? I mean, you can, join the very extensive cast of injured players for the Ottawa Senators in the 2002 playoffs. Let's see. Detroit also got a shutout against Edmonton, 1-0. Alright, Joe Thornton ready to return. Oh, that would be great. Alright, playing game 2 in Ottawa against Pittsburgh. Trevor Kidd against Ryan Miller. 7-2 to win for the Sens. Wow. So we outshot them 40-21. Maxim Sushinsky was the first star of this game with a goal and 4 assists. Sheldon Surrey was the second star with a goal and 3 assists. And Matt Cullen, third star with 2 goals and an assist. 17,029 people in attendance for that game. So we took a 3-0 lead in the first. Matt Cullen from Sushinsky and Derek Morris. Then Chris Neal from Sushinsky and Sheldon Surrey. Then Maxim Sushinsky from Matt Cullen and Sheldon Surrey. And then Jaromir Jagr scored on the power play. It was 3-1 Sens after 1. Then we scored 3 more times in the second period. Matt Cullen from Sushinsky and Alexei Yashin. Sheldon Surrey from Pavel Datsyuk and Maxim Sushinsky. And then Zdeno Chara from Pavel Datsyuk and Andreas Dackl. It was 6-1 after 2. Then Patrick Eliash scored in the third from Alexei Yashin and Sheldon Surrey. Was 7-1. Adrian Aucoin would score on the power play with 4-something to go into the third period. It was way too little, way too late. And Marian Osa converts to right wing. Oh, okay. He went from right wing to left wing to back to right wing. And Maxim Sushinsky had a great game. I know. I was there. All the Ottawa Senators fans were there too. Alright. Detroit won 1-0 again. While those games are nail biters. So Detroit is up 2-0 in their series against Edmonton. Both games were won 1-0. Joe Thornton is ready to go. Oh, oh, ho. That is good. Oh, ho. Alright. Maxim Sushinsky is doing pretty good. I don't want to send him down. I'm going to send German Titov down. There you go. Alright. And we are playing in Pittsburgh this time. Up 2-0 in our series. Ryan Miller. Oh, they're sending Dan Blackburn now. And we won 4-2. We're up 3-0. But as we saw against the Devils, that doesn't mean anything. We were actually outshot 35-23 in this game. But we still won. Alexei Yashin was the first star. He had a goal and 2 assists. Tom Poti was a second star with a goal. And Nick Avlid was a third star with a goal and an assist. Brian McCabe opened the scoring in the first period on the power play from Alexei Yashin, and then Pittsburgh tied it up. It was 1-1 after 1. Then Nicholas Avlid scored from Andreas Dackl, made it 2-1 Sens. Then Pittsburgh tied it up again, and then Patrick Eliash scored from Yashin and Nicholas Avlid. It was 3-2 after 2, and then Alexei Yashin scored unassisted in the third, made it 4-2, and that's our final score. Ottawa Senators up 3-0 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Bill Guerin on the verge of returning. Yeah, that'd be great. I forgot to check who won the last game between... Yeah, Detroit won, so both me and the Red Wings are up 3-0 in their series. Let's see if we can finish off Pittsburgh. They're sending Dan Blackburn in net again. And we won 4-3. We swept Pittsburgh in the Eastern Conference Finals. We were outshot 39-36 in that one. Marian Hossa was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Mario Lemieux, second star with 2 assists. And Alexei Yashin was the third star with 2 goals and an assist. Martin Havlat scored the first goal of the game from Matt Cullen and Brian McCabe. It was 1-0 Sens after 1. Then Alexei Yashin scored in the second period from Marian Hossa. It was 2-0 Sens. Then Pittsburgh scored twice. It was 2-2 after 2. Then Yashin scored from Marian Hossa, and Marian Hossa on the power play from Alexei Yashin and Patrick Elias. It was 4-2. Jagger scored with 51 seconds to go in the third period, but Pittsburgh could not tie the game, and I sent them on vacation. All right. Some injury news. Bill Guerin is completely healed. Magnus Arvidsson is doing a little bit better. Oh, Edmonton are still alive. They won 2-1, so my players get to heal a little bit and feel better. Edmonton won 1-0. Wow, those scores are low over there. So now Edmonton's trading 3-2 in their series against Detroit. Magnus Arvidsson's about to come back. Alright, Magnus Arvidsson is ready to come back now. So, oh, I have to wait one more day. Did I miss a game? No. Alright, they're playing today. Detroit won 1-0 again. Wow. Alright, that's it, folks. That's what we have been playing, or listen, in your case, listening to me for all that time. It's so that we can make it into the Stanley Cup Finals. So we are going to be playing Detroit in the finals. That's pretty exciting. Now I hope I'm gonna do good. Who do I send down? I think I'm sending Ladislav Nagy down. Alright, well, game on. Let's bring it. So the two best teams in the league are facing each other into the finals. That actually doesn't happen that often in reality. There's always a couple upsets every year. Alright, Sami Sato is getting ready to come back. That's good, I could use him. Alright, so let's see. So I have Daniel Alfredson and Sami Sato that are hurt. What about them? Are they healthy? Sergei Fyodorov is out for 2 to 3 weeks, so he's not going to be playing. Chris Osgood, Marty Turco in net, that's pretty good. Nick Lidstrom is a... what a chump. No, Nick Lidstrom's pretty good. Dan McGillis, Curtis Crashtons, Bikov, Steve Chiasson, Kronwall, Konstantinov, Aaron Metter. Yeah, that D is getting a little old, but they're still pretty good. Kozlov, Zetterberg, Sean Avery, Sean Pudine, Ilanen, Craig Conroy, Ray Ferraro, Stefan Yell, Steve Eiserman, Dallas Drake, Oleg Petrov, Ray Shepard, and Toby Peterson. It's going to be tough, people. That's a great team. But so are we. And let's face them. Chris Osgood's going to be the starter for Detroit. We're sending the rookie Ryan Miller. It worked for the Hurricanes with Cam Ward back when they won the Cup. He was a rookie goaltender in net and he won the Cup. Let's go. And we lost the first game 3-2. So we gave them a good shot, but we couldn't win. We outshot them 40-30. Nick Lidstrom was the first star of the game with 2 assists. Sheldon Surrey was the second star with an assist, and Chris Osgood had 38 saves and the third star. 16,568 people in attendance for a Stanley Cup final game. This is not acceptable. The number itself is not. So Detroit took a 2-0 lead. Then Brian McCabe scored from Andreas Dackel and Derek Morris, but Craig Conroy would score again. It was 3-1 for Detroit after 1. Patrick Elias scored in the second period from Yashin and Sheldon Surrey. It was 3-2. We had reason to believe, but we ran out of ammunition. Pavel Datsyuk is hurt because, I'm in the playoffs and I need my players healthy. God. Alright, so Datsyuk is hurt. I'm not gonna recall anybody. I did forget to say that we went 1-0-1 against Detroit this year. So they had not beaten us so far this year. Alright, Alfredson's about to come back. Alright, game 2 of the series. Chris Osgood, Ryan Miller in net. And we won 3-2, tied at 1 in the finals. That's pretty... Those games are pretty tight. So we outshot them 36-31. Maxim Sushinsky, that I decided to keep instead of Vladislav Nagy, was the first star with 2 assists. Then McGillis was the second star with an assist. And Martin Avlat was the third star with 2 goals. So Detroit actually took a 2-0 lead into the first period. I bet it was really, really, really quiet in Ottawa. But then in the second period, we scored 3 unanswered goals. Martin Avlat on the power play from Shara and Sushinsky. Then Martin Avlat from Sushinsky and Mike Fisher. And finally Sheldon Surrey from Magnus Arvidsson and Mike Sillinger. 3-2 the final score, and we tied the series up. Alright, no, oh, I have to vote now. Who am I sending to the Hall of Fame, or who am I voting for? I think Denis Savard was pretty good. Bernie Nichols, Mike Gartner was pretty good, just never won the cup. Here, those 4, there you go. Doesn't mean they're gonna go, I'm just voting for them. Alright, series tied at 1. We are playing at the Jolie Arena. Ryan Miller, Chris Osgood. And we won 4-1. We're up 2-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. We outshot them 32-20. Alexei Yashin was the first star of the game with 2 goals. Karel Rakunik was the second star with an assist. And Patrick Elias was the third star with an assist as well. Alright, so nobody scored in the first. Then Steve Yzerman actually opened up the scoring in the second. It was 1-0 Detroit, but after that it was all Sens. Yashin scored from Matt Cullen and Joe Thornton. Mike Sillinger scored from Guerin and Karel Rakunik. Then Yashin from McCabe and Elias. And then in the third period, Maxim Sushinsky scored in an empty net from Zdeno Chara and Sheldon Surrey. 4-1 the final score. Sens are up 2-1. Alright, so we are playing in Detroit again, up 2-1. We could take a serious option on the Cup with a win here in Detroit. Still Miller and Osgood in net. That didn't change. And we lost 5-3. So the series is tied at 2 now. We outshot them 36-32. Dan McGillis was the first star of the game with an assist. Joe Thornton was the second star with an assist. And Steve Yzerman was the third star with a goal and an assist. Oof, yeah. Detroit took a 4-0 lead into the first period. And then they scored another goal in the second. So it was 5-0 after 2. Then we attempted a comeback with Derek Morris scoring from Yashin and McCabe. Then Patrick Elias scored his 10th on the power play from Joe Thornton and Alexei Yashin. And Mike Fisher from Zdeno Chara and Pavel Datsyuk. It was 5-3, but we ran out of time. Series tied at 2. All right. Okay, Alfredson is ready to come back. That's good. We definitely could use him. Not what I'm trying to do. Alright, Alfredson, you come back. I need you. And I am going to send down... God... I don't really want to send down Sushinsky. He's been playing pretty good in the playoffs. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Yeah, he has 9 points in 13 games. In the playoffs, I can't send him down. I have to keep him. I'm gonna send down Chris Neal, I guess. I guess now is not the time to fisticuff. So Chris Neal goes down. Sorry, Chris Neal. I do like you. I refused a few trades for you. All right. Keep it up. Contract extended. Yay, yay, woo. My contract gets extended every year because I have the cannot be fired box checked, which is a wonderful feature for a series like this. Alright, so we are playing back at home against Detroit, series tied at 2. It's really stressful. And we lost 3-2. We are facing elimination going into Detroit. We outshot them 32-26. Ray Shepard was the first star with a goal and an assist. Patrick Elias was the second star with a goal. And Juha Ilonen was the third star with a goal and an assist. We had 17,766 people in attendance. Detroit scored first in the first. And then Patrick Elias tied the game up from Yashin and Marianosa. And then in the second period... Detroit took a 2-1 lead, and then Bill Guerin tied the game from Andreas Dackel and Mike Seninger. We went into the third period tied at 2, and Juha Ilonen scored, made it 3-2. That was a game winner. We couldn't tie it up. All right, well, that could be the last game of this season. Facing elimination, we are going at the Joey Arena. We know we can win, and we hope we can. Still, Miller and Osgood in net. Go, Sens, go. Ooh, we won 3-0. There's going to be a Game 7, and I feel like I should click on play game for that one, even though this video is ridiculously long by now. Detroit actually outshot us 29-27. Ryan Miller, first star with a 29 save performance. Magnus Arvidsson was the second star with a goal, and Daniel Alfredson was the third star with a goal as well. Pavel Datsyuk scored in the first from Niklas Avlid, 1-0 after 1. Matt Cullen took a penalty. I misread that at first. I'm sorry. Daniel Alfredson scored in the third on the power play from Patrick Elias, and Magnus Arvidsson scored in an empty net from Joe Thornton, 3-0 the final score. Game's going back in Ottawa for the last game of the season. Regardless, this is the last one. There's not going to be any more. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That's today, that's right now. Alright, I am going to click on play game. It's been so long since I've done that. I hope I'm gonna all click on in the right places. So those of you that have been asking for a play game, you're getting your wish. It doesn't get any better than that. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So I'm going to click on play game. And keep in mind, it's been so long. I'm just going to click on play here, I suppose, and we're going to see what happens. Oh. Alright. Okay. So it looks like Ryan Miller is robbing everybody. Oof. Alright. I was scared there. They have 6 shots on the goal already. We have none. Oh. It's going too fast. I cannot read that. Maybe there's an option for that. To change that. If there is, I'm sorry. I don't know where it's at. Oh, elbowing. That is Drake. There you go. We are going on the power play. Wait. Is there a way to slow it down in here? Oh, yeah. Play-by-play speed. Let's put it to very slow. Now, I understand that the video is long already, but I'd like to be able to read those things at the bottom. Oh, I have to click on play again. Oh. The puck is down into the Ottawa zone. Ossa recovers the loose puck. No, that's too fast still. I'm sorry. To the glass. Elias Chanel then scramble for the puck. He moves it to Ossa. Ossa takes the pass and he's in on a breakaway. Oh, it's in. Marian Ossa scored from Elias Yashin. Whew. Up 1-0. Alright. Sanger moves it quickly to Morris. Morris passes to Avlat. He relays the puck to McKay. McKay moves it to Morris. Morris unleashes a one-timer. Kozlov gets low and blocks it. It's loosened. Oof. It's a little fast. I'm sorry. English is my second language, and it's not always easy to read that fast and speak and not sound like a complete moron in doing so. The line, sorry, with control for the Senators. Top of the circle, sorry, drills one. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, okay. Here is it in... Lidstrom working in the corner. Lidstrom swings in... Oof. Pearson moves into the slot. Pearson moves into the slot and shoots. Blocked by Karel Rakunek. Off the block, the puck bounces. It bounces to Rakunek. Wait, what? He blocked the puck and it bounced to him, so I guess it went in the air or something. Oh. Ferraro has some space. Over to Shepard. Shepard slaps the puck and it's something... Thornton shoots it to the net. Everson redirects it. Osgood gets his blocker on it. Oof, it's something and changes direction. Osgood is able to get the pad on that. Okay. Another save off of a redirect for Osgood. He's having a good game. Center slam. Eiserman gathers it for Detroit. Behind the goal. He missed by 5 feet. Okay. It raffles it to the net. Guerin with the deflection in front of the goal. That was good with the save. We're still up 1-0. I think I'm going to change the speed of the clock. It's really not going very fast, so I don't mind that the play-by-play is slow. But I think I'm gonna make the clock go very fast. Vroom. Harry moves the puck to Yell. Miller makes the save on a redirect. That's good. Thornton. Well, Thornton missed a shot. Moves it on for Ferraro. Ferraro hammers it. That's going wide. Ryan Miller won't touch it. Goes straight back into the slot. And nothing happened, apparently. Lidstrom and Eliash give chase. Eliash has it behind the goal to Osa. Deflected in front. Osgood slice to his right to make the save. The puck is out of play. Alright. Eliash missed the net. Drake moves it to Bikov. Bikov passes it over to Lidstrom. Puck is tipped by Yashin. Osgood scrambles and makes the play, deflected out of play. Ugh. Man, that's a nail biter. 1-0. Yashin tries to wrap it around. That's off Osgood's blocker. That's over. Cullen passes the puck. Thornton may get his pros to block it. Squirts free in the slot. Lidstrom tries to clear the zone. Osa hold the line. Yashin picks up the loose puck. Osgood with the pad save. Megadis fires the puck. Oh. Taps it over to Datsuk. Datsuk has an opening. He shoots. Wide and a little high. Dang. Dackel fires one from the outside. Osgood reads the player well and makes the save. Oh. Uh-oh. Lidstrom grabs the loose side. Looks like Lidstrom is always on the ice. At least when those things happen. Alright, I let Drizzt from the point. Blocked valiantly by Lidstrom. Alright, the first period is over, so I'm sorry that even at very slow, it's too fast for me to read and make it interesting. I'm just able to pick up a few bits and pieces, not from my brain though, but alright, so we're up 1-0 after 1. Let's get this going. 14-12 the shots for us, so they took a really big shot advantage at the start of the first, and then we kind of came back. Oh. 10 seconds into the second period. Rid of puck, Eiserman, Petrov. Goal! 10 seconds into the second period, Henrik Zetterberg scored from Skardis Krashtins and Oleg Petrov. Oof. Nicholas Stry just said, okay, Dackel moves it back to Shar. Shar hammers one from the point, and it's wide. Missed shot rolls out to the sideboards. Petrov gets on the loose puck. He raises the puck to Eiserman, deflected out of the zone. Zetterberg to Petrov. Petrov one times it on to the goal. Petrov shoots. Andreas Dackel blocks the shot. It bounces toward the wall. Petrov gets it back for Detroit. Petrov snaps it to the net. Fans on the shot, no threat for Mederer. There's a chase for the puck in the Ottawa zone. Alfredson and Zetterberg battle for it. Alfredson has some room. Alfredson with control. Alfredson controls. Knocked away from Alfredson. Yellin digging against Osa. Ottawa gets the puck. Osa passes it over to Yashin. Yashin steps into the zone. Drilled from the point by Yashin. Osgood takes it off his chest protector and he has it. Whew. I feel like I'm trying to sell auctions or something. Oh, Yashin puts it in. Makes it 2-1 for the Sens in the second period from Patrick Eliash. Avery's pass from Miller. Snaps a one-timer. Sorry, slides in front. Oh, that's good. Whew. Wow, those take a while. I guess there's a good reason why I wasn't doing them. Look, you're on it. Alright. Yeah, takes the puck from Cullen, throws into traffic, he relays it on to McGillis. McGillis passes to Yell, but Yell can't control it. The puck is loose. Avery is first to the loose puck. Avery has space outside. He shoots. Missed the net. Bounces to the opposite corner. Drake has it behind the net for Detroit. Given to McGillis right in front. McGillis passes it towards Ferraro. Ferraro tries to dump it, but whiffs on the puck. The puck... I can do this. Alright, Red Wings control the puck. Alright, someone pokes at the puck. Miller. Maybe I should move my mouse cursor so that it's not over the text. And we'll have a face-off. Eiserman manages to kick. Bikov fires a shot. The puck whistles wide of the net. Puck goes on. Alright. Fired around the board. Senators can't clear it. Zetterberg and Rakonik jostle for the puck. From the circle, Zetterberg shoot. Arvidsson blocked it, I think. Everett unable to clear the zone. Petrov played right in front of the net to Zetterberg. Tries to squeeze it to Petrov. Thornton tries to slow Petrov down. Petrov shoots from the line. Saved by Miller. He tries to move it to a teammate, but Petrov... Asman flees the puck. Oof. Miller was able to save a deflected shot. It's led to Rakonik. Rakonik shoots it from the slot, and it's off the stick of Scrashtons. Not a lot of penalties in this game. Is first with the puck, but Shepard moves it to Ferraro. Ferraro just inside the zone, shoots. Miller scoops it up. He freezes it and gets a whistle. Woo! 2-1. Rakonik flicks it on board. Alright, Ferraro stops the clearing attempt. Yashin throws a hip, gathers up the loose puck. Oh, the Red Wings have Aaron Miller. Was like, how did Ryan Miller get a shot from the point? But the Red Wings have Aaron Miller. That's what happened. Osgood just gets a piece of it. Oh. Nice shoulder hit. Yashin uses leverage. For Osa in the corner. Osa slowed down on the play. He flips the pass over to Yashin. Carries it behind the goal. He relays it to Surrey. Zetterberg slams Surrey. Loose puck is taken by Surrey. Surrey closed down by Zetterberg. But it's a bit wide. Something on the board. It's from fleet clearing. Peterson dives in front. Face off. Sillinger wins that one. Guerin snaps it from the point. Osgood robs him. Okay. Stopped by Miller. Alright. Oh, Miller's having a great game. The Red Wings are out shooting me. Scattered by Yashin. Wrist from the high slot. Shuts it by Avlat. Oh, it's good. Can't stop it. Avlat with the goal. Oh, 3-1 Sands. Avlat from Yashin and Osa. Oof. Moves it to Avery. Avery with the puck. No room to advance. Avery fires it from inside the blue line. Puck deflected by Yell. Miller with the save. Alright. Alright, folks. We have one period to go. We're up 3-1. If we win this, we win the Stanley Cup. That's going to be a done deal. I'm going to have managed to accomplish what no Sens GM has accomplished so far since they came back in 1992. Robbed by Osgood. Heiserman has the rebound for Detroit. Zetterberg gets the puck, fires past to Scratchton, sweeps it over to Cronwall. Risky pass to Zetterberg. Has space inside the blue line. Shoots. Miller with a diving save. Zetterberg on the rebound. Now to Petrov. Petrov inside the blue line. He slaps one. Avlid is there to block it, though. Good job, Avlid. Yeah, pass this over. Avlid in the ice slot. Cullen. Play just that by Cullen. Oh, Cronwall blocked that. Thornton grabs the puck behind the goal. Tries to wrap around. Waffle save by Osgood. Ferraro tries to float the puck. Yolonen shoots it on net redirected. Mara scrambles and make the stop. Woohoo! Yell dumps the puck in. Avery snaps a wide pass in the slot. Kozlov's exit on goal, but it's a bit too high. In the corner. Alright. Eliash was on the slot. Into the slot and wrists one. Gets his pad on that one, and at the last second. Discretions loses the puck. Dropped in the line for Morris. Morris has some space. He shoots. The puck is redirected. Osgood is able to get his glove on that. Rebound picked up by Cronwall. Moves the puck to Kozlov. Alright. It stops there. Beats him to the loose puck. Wrap around by Avery. Rakunet gets in the way. Scratching banks it to Yell. Yell snaps it on a winning Avery. Avery's attempt to pass deflected. And it's a face-off. So Detroit is out shooting me 31-26. Hard pass is picked up by Drake. Drake treads it over to Avery. Avery with a heavy slap shot. That's what gives up the body to block that shot, I suppose. Bika flips it over to Lidstrom. Passes out of reach. Singer gathers the puck. Sends it to Guerin. Guerin's a corner. Avlat moves it to Datsuk in the slot. Drop pass to Surrey. Surrey shoots from the point. Osgood with a save off his shoulder. Less than 10 minutes to go. We almost have a Stanley Cup. I need to not say that. I'm going to jinx myself. Save made by Osgood on a tip shot by Joe Thornton. Dackel gets back and gathers the puck. Fires it down low to Datsuk to Dackel. It's out over the glass. Behind the net to Alfredson. Batting goes shot. Stones him. Alright. The shot missed. Rolls to the corner. Ooh. 6 minutes to go into the third period. Alfredson grabs the puck. This is Datsuk to Shara. Taps it over to Surrey. Surrey snaps it on goal. Blocker saved by Osgood. 5:11 to go in the third. McCabe loses a foot race. Harry gathers it for Detroit. Risky pass to Cronwall. Rips a long shot, and it's high and wide. Goes back down the ice past the far blue line. Less than 5 minutes to go. Surrey whacks it behind the net. Dackel and Scratchins. Squeeze in the ice slot by Dackel. He puts it on goal. But it was saved by Osgood. Kick to Cronwall. Cronwall has it. Moves the puck to Conroy. Moves it to Kozlov. Over the line. Kozlov's exit in the offensive zone. Kozlov has it for Detroit. Their exit to the net. And it's high. It sails into the corner. 4:29 to go. 4:20 to go now. Passes out to Yashin. Miller. Moves it on to Peterson. One times the puck, but McCabe's blocked the shot. 2:49 to go. We're still up 3-1. Yash passes to Yashin. Yashin cuts into the slot. Wheels it over to Shar at the line. Passes sent into the slot. Shar, sorry for fires to the net. It's the post. Oh. Ugh. A little stressed here. Fires a pass to Kozlov. Lidstrom gets tied up. Shot from the point from Lidstrom. He deflects off his stick in front. Miller stops it. Lidstrom. Bikov grabs the rebound. Bikov shoots. Glove saved by Miller. He holds it long enough for the whistle. 2:03 to go. Abbott gets down low and blocks it. Alright, now we're just paying the price. Avery sends it deep, gets back to Detroit for the puck. Avery carries it into the corner. Conroy moves the puck to Peterson with a quick shot. It's tipped in front. Robs him. Great pad save by Ryan Miller. Shara has it. That's icing as Shara sends it. Oof. Lidstrom puts it on net. Save was made by Miller, and there will be a face-off. Nice. Oh, 26 seconds to go. We're still at 3-1. Lidstrom controls it for Detroit. Lidstrom tips off Kozlov. Robs him. Datsuk with the rebound. On the move up the ice. Wheels it over to Surrey. Surrey sends the puck to Alfredson. Alfredson to Surrey. Relays it on to Dackel. Dackel watch it. Alright. Cronwall passes to Yell. Passes deflects off Yell's stick. Yell passes it towards Cronwall. Cronwall carries. He lets it go. Avlet steps in front of it, and he blocked it. Well, folks, it took... This is what? Episode what? 78? 79? Close to 100 hours. But we finally won the Stanley Cup. We did it. So it looks like my move to put Alain Vigneault as the head coach was a good one. And the Ottawa Senators won the Stanley Cup. That's pretty good. So they did outshoot us 36-32. And just to recap, Alexei Yashin was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Zetterberg was the second star with a goal. And Patrick Elias was the third star with 2 assists. 17,425 people in attendance for a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That's absolutely unacceptable to see that number. Marian Hossa scored on the power play from Patrick Elias and Alexei Yashin. Then Zetterberg tied the game up in the second period, 9 seconds in. Then Yashin from Patrick Elias and Martin Avlat from Yashin and Hossa. Nobody scored in the third, and that was the game. The cup comes to Ottawa. The guarantee achievement. So I got myself an achievement for this. So I'm going to move forward one day so that we can see who wins the trophies and everything. Yes, I'm going to do that today. I mean, I might as well. This video is already out of out of control. The Senators are Stanley Cup champions. Woohoo! We did it. Oh, Pittsburgh Penguins Jaromir Jagr wins the Art. That's a done deal. The Connie Smythe goes to Alexei Yashin. So he had 35 points in 24 games in the playoffs. 16 goals, 19 assists. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, I have to say. So yes, he won the Connie Smythe. Osgood wins the Vizina. Sorry, I'm going to be going fast here. I'm about to keel over. The Norris goes to Lidstrom. I kind of predicted it, even though we had 2 nominees. Kovalchuk wins the Calder, so maybe Ryan Miller didn't play enough games. Dave Taylor is the GM of the year for Columbus. That's pretty good. John Madden wins the Selke. Maurice Richard award goes to Jaromir Jagr. Art Ross goes to Sakic. Sheldon Surrey wins the plus-minus award. He was, what, plus 59 for this season. Wow. Toronto Maple Leafs goalie takes home Roger Crozier Saving Grace Award. Jean-Sébastien Giguère. He's pretty good. Outstanding year. Nets Jennings trophy for Red Wings. Chris Osgood. Lidstrom wins the Lady Byng. Ron Francis wins the Bill Masterton. Timo Selane wins the Mark Macy Leadership Award. Ted Lindsay goes to Jagr. Tom Rennie wins the Jack Adams. They should have given it to Vigneault. He got robbed. We have 4 players named to the All-Star teams: Sheldon Sorey, Zdeno Chara, Patrick Elias, and Marian Hossa. Alain Vigneault wants to stay. I say, oh yes, you just won the cup, buddy. Welcome home for a while more. And Jim Niddle wants an extension as well. He gets to stay. There you go. And whew, that was a lot of emotions. I am not the most expressive person in the world, but I am pretty happy that I won the Stanley Cup. That being said, the Ottawa Senators are champions of the 2001 and 2002 season, and that did not happen in real life. I did recreate history for the better for the Ottawa Senators with a Stanley Cup win. With that being said, I'm getting close to 2 hour long video here. I really apologize for that, but I think that it was worth it. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me. I do appreciate it a lot. If you've liked the video, as usual, feel free to like and subscribe. That's always appreciated. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.